Your roadmap to the latest in auto? Welcome to Highway Herald. Today, we're diving into the iconic Ram 1500, an absolute favorite among US pickup lovers. With its comfortable and luxurious interior, stylish design, and impressive capabilities, it's no wonder it has a loyal following. But as much as we love the Ram 1500, especially after this year's redesign, it does come with a few issues that might just be a deal breaker for some. So, let's break down 6 reasons why you might want to think twice before grabbing the keys to this legendary pickup. Red flag number 6. Farewell to the Hemi V8. Let's address the major change head-on. Stellantis has decided to discontinue the beloved Hemi V8 engine. While many of us expected Dodge's muscle cars to eventually part ways with the V8, the news hit hard when it came to the Ram 1500, where this powerhouse has been a staple for decades. For 2025, Ram swapped the iconic V8 for the all-new 3.0-liter Hurricane i6 engine, delivering 420 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. Sure, those are impressive numbers, but come on. Does a 3.0 Turbo 6 really feel right under the hood of a classic all-American pickup? A naturally aspirated V8 just screams reliability, ruggedness, and longevity, whereas a turbocharged 6 often doesn't match the same lifespan or offer the same confidence on the road. Plus, while Ford's F-150 also offers a potent V6 option, it still proudly offers the 5.0-liter Coyote V8, winning over enthusiasts who want that unmistakable V8 experience. Stellantis may have jumped the gun here, sidelining one of the Ram 1500's most beloved attributes and pushing a controversial engine replacement. Red flag number 5. Mediocre towing capacity. The Ram 1500's towing capacity has taken a hit since the switch from a V8 to an inline-6 engine. While the Ram 1500 was never the top pick for heavy towing due to its coil spring suspension favoring comfort, it could previously tow up to 12,750 pounds. Respectable, even if not class-leading. But now, with a max capacity of 11,580 pounds, it falls well behind rivals like the Chevy Silverado and Ford F-150, both of which can tow up to 13,000 pounds. So why the decrease? Stellantis seems to be nudging buyers toward the Ram 1500 Ramcharger, an EV with a Pentastar V6 used as a range extender. However, this setup adds complexity without a significant gain in towing power. It's difficult to justify the extra cost for a system that isn't markedly better than the competition. The push toward more complex configurations, which could mean higher maintenance needs, might feel like a way to ensure steady parts revenue for Stellantis. Unfortunately, this strategy leaves Ram 1500 buyers with a truck that struggles to keep up with its competition in the towing department. Before we delve deeper, we'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to Highway Herald. Your support fuels our passion to create more content like this. Now let's explore red flag number 4, the reliability question. Let's be honest, reliability isn't a word many associate with Stellantis these days. FCA, or Fiat Chrysler Automobiles, at least had some quality control, but since the merger with PSA, quality seems to have taken a nosedive. The Ram 1500 showcases these struggles clearly. Take the multi-link rear suspension, for example. While it's designed for comfort, it's also prone to faster wear and tear than the traditional leaf springs used by competitors. Ball joints, for instance, tend to wear out more quickly than you'd expect from a rugged truck like the Ram. And then, there's the infamous coolant leak issue. Ram owners frequently report problems related to the radiator cap, water pump, and thermostat gasket, sometimes even experiencing engine oil and coolant mixing, a disaster that can practically grenade an engine. Although the new Hurricane i6 engine might add some appeal, it's also a more complex design than the previous Hemi V8 or Pentastar V6, leading many to suspect it may bring more headaches. And of course, we can't forget the notorious electrical glitches plaguing many Stellantis models, not to mention the Ram 1500's beautiful interior, which sadly has been known to wear down prematurely. Speaking of the inside, red flag number 3, interior charm with a few flaws. We're disappointed to critique the Ram 1500's interior because it genuinely embodies what a pickup truck interior should be. It looks great and feels even better, especially after the redesign addressed previous wear issues in pre-facelift models. However, the overall layout has become quite outdated, affecting both pre-facelift and facelift models. The center console and dashboard are cluttered, with too many buttons that compromise ergonomics. Many controls are awkwardly positioned at the bottom of the screen, making them difficult to reach. The vertical layout of the infotainment screen is problematic, requiring drivers to take their eyes off the road. Additionally, while the software received updates, it still lags and can be confusing to use. With the introduction of the new 14.5-inch display, essential controls were moved to the infotainment system, worsening the already complicated setup. Ultimately, the Ram 1500's interior needed a comprehensive redesign instead of just a superficial update. Ram could have taken notes from the Silverado, which transformed from the most outdated to the most modern interior in its class. Red flag number 2. Farewell to the iconic TRX. The departure of the Ram 1500 TRX marks the end of an era. This legendary powerhouse wasn't just any pickup, it was a cultural icon, loved for its unapologetic strength and luxury, all wrapped in the most powerful combustion engine Ram ever offered. Whether you wanted to own one or simply admired it, the TRX stood out as an unmistakable emblem of raw power and prestige. But it's gone now, replaced by the Ram 1500 RHO, which runs on a high-output, 540 horsepower Hurricane 6 engine. While the RHO is impressive, it simply doesn't carry the same impact. The TRX's unique blend of performance and personality is hard to match, and the RHO's lower starting price of around $80,000, about $20,000 less than the TRX, signals a shift. The RHO might appeal to a broader audience, but the absence of a flagship performance model like the TRX leaves a void. Ultimately, the Ram 1500 faces a greater challenge: the dominance of its heavy-duty sibling, the Ram 2500, which now captures more attention with its superior capabilities. The TRX may be gone, but its legacy will remind us of a time when Ram truly pushed boundaries in the performance truck market. Red flag number 1. The Ram 2500 overshadows its little brother. The biggest challenge facing the Ram 1500 may be its sibling, the Ram 2500. With the prices of full-size trucks climbing, consumers find themselves close to the price range of heavy-duty models. For just a few $1,000s more, buyers can opt for a Ram 2500 with a more powerful Hemi V8 or even the legendary Cummins diesel. If you're already spending close to $50,000, why not go for a truck that's built to handle even tougher jobs? Heavy-duty trucks like the Ram 2500 are also gaining in popularity, with consumers drawn to their versatility and sheer power. If you need a workhorse, a heavy-duty truck is the obvious choice. And with the full-size truck market seeing an increase in competition from its own heavy-duty relatives, it's no surprise that Ram 1500 buyers might be rethinking their options. And that wraps up today's breakdown of the Ram 1500. What's your take? Do these changes make the Ram 1500 less appealing? Or does it still hold its place as a top contender in the pickup world? We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to Highway Herald for all the latest updates on vehicles, industry news, and more. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.